Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a Monday night live chat here at DJN TV. Tonight, gang, we have got, making sure my audio is off. Yay! I've had problems with that. Tonight, we have got a treat. We have got Big Ron. The man himself is with us. Ron, thanks for joining me tonight.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it.
This is going to be fun. This is something I've been watching you do your mix shows and such, and listening to that and following for a while. And I've wanted to just sit down and talk jams. And tonight we get to.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite subjects. I've always been a.
Oh no.
Yeah, was she there?
We froze for a second. So go ahead, pick it back up. Start that again for me.
Sorry about that. That's weird. I've always been a old school fan, and started back in the roller rink days, and kind of carried those types of songs that I've always played into later on.
Nice.
As a mobile DJ now, and some of these songs I still keep with me, and I play at various weddings and functions that some people may know me from there, or songs that they remember.
Yeah. Cool. I'm excited because we've got, as you've watched the Tuesday Night with Brian Red, and he and I have different musical tastes, and it's always kind of neat to just sit and compare music that a person plays. Even though we all do the same thing and we all play a lot of the same songs, there's just that little variation. It really kind of, makes us different. So let's jump right into it. We've got 20. Sure. So let's start right at the top. What do you got for us?
All right. Number 20 is Just Got Paid, Johnny Kemp.
That is a great tune.
Oh, it's a great tune. It's great to play on Friday nights. It's a great Friday wedding song. It's a great song for the bar gig, or bar event. It's just a great tune. It was back in 1988. It came out. It was number one in the R&B and dance charts, and it reached top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100s.
Yeah, that was one of my first songs that I bought on a cassette single, was Just Got Paid. And that, oh goodness gracious, I played that over and over and over again. Definitely a great tune. And I don't think I've played that in probably 15 years now that I think about it. Good job.
It's a fun song. It's one of those songs that was played on a lot of the. Well, you have Kiss FM nowadays, but back then you had stations like around here. You had, for an example, Hot 102 was a huge, a little bit of everything station. And those are one of those tracks that you heard at one of those types of stations from back then.
Cool. What do you got next for us?
Next one, It Feels Good by Toni.
Good band. I think Toni had some tracks that were just overlooked by so many DJs that we played them, and then boom, we didn't touch them anymore.
Yeah, definitely. The 90s right now is huge at weddings from what I've found in my area.
Yeah.
They're growing up, they grew up listening to the 90s, and now that they want to hear those songs again, and this is one of those tracks. It's got a really cool intro to bring the song in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a great tune. And when I play it at some of the places I would never expect that they would like, and it's really cool.
Yeah. So. Very cool. You're hitting right in my wheelhouse now. I know these songs. Grew up playing them. These were things that we played when we were in the club a lot, man. Good stuff. What's next?
Next one is I Want to Be a Baller by Lil Troy.
No, so you've moved up a little bit in our movie's a little more modern, just a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. And these aren't in order as far as years or anything. These are just songs that I've picked out. But that's a great song for later on in the wedding, of course. You don't want to play maybe Grandma Don't Want to Hear That, but it's just a great kind of a group song. People are singing along to it, and it's just fun. It's one of those sing along type songs.
Where would you put that in a set now? If you were going to be kind of flowing from and to, where would that? How would that fit into that equation for you?
That one right there. What I would do is maybe play that after. I played after Wobble.
Mm-hmm.
Because Wobble, Cupid Shuffle, Cha-Cha Slide are all those types of songs that are break songs to go into something else.
Yep, for sure.
And that's where I find that type of song to be something like that.
Yeah, no, it's a good idea. Very good, very nice use of that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. We got people throwing up songs. Yolanda Boy, I haven't.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I have. That was goodness gracious. I think that one I had on. That was on LP. I don't even know if I had that one on any.
That song Yolanda, that's a tough. I mean, I almost have to do a part 2 to this show.
Yeah.
Because there's other clubs, especially club tracks I'd love to put on here. Yolanda, I believe, was by Lyndon Townsend. Lyndon Townsend, I think it is.
No. It's like
Lindell?
Reality something or another.
Reality something. Oh, Lyndon Townsend came out with the song Nu. I don't know if you remember that one.
No, I don't remember that one.
Yeah, that's one I'll have to tune you to. But they almost sound like the same people. But I remember Yolanda. Yolanda was a great track.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. I'm just gonna look it up here while we're on here.
Sure.
Yeah, Reality. Yep, it was Reality. I couldn't remember if it was reality something like Reality. But yeah.
Yep.
And gang, yeah. I've got it up here on YouTube, or not YouTube, but iTunes, and I could play it and then watch how quickly this video gets shut down. That's another show that we're going to do some other night on a different channel, so we can play music and have some fun with it.
Yeah, definitely. I would love to do something like that with you.
Okay.
Let's see what else we got. Number 17, Tambourine by Eve.
Now I'm not sure about this one. Now is Tambourine.
Yep.
Give me a kind of where when was that released?
That was released in 2007.
Oh, okay, so it's a newer tune.
Yeah, it's definitely a dance song, hip hop, dance. It was right before they started turning more into the slower hip hop style, some of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like the pre-twerk song.
Oh yeah. Now that I'm seeing the video.
Mm-hmm.
Now, yes, I'm still thinking. I've got my head in the '90s right now.
Yep.
He said, "Usher, who's that?"
Yeah. Usher had some great stuff too.
Oh, he did.
I love him. Yeah, Usher is awesome. Still is. But Tambourine's one of those tracks where I'd mix. It's like Ice Cube, put you back into it. I'd mix in the next song, which would be number 16, "Miss New Booty" by Bubba Sparx.
Mm.
So those 3-4 songs mix very well with each other, especially in the mid 2000s, especially ones that are getting out of college, that type of age.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the age we've talked about this in other shows too, is that's the age of the people that in 5 years, these are going to be their go-to songs that they either heard in high school or they heard in college. And they're just going to be into that stuff, and we need to remember some of those kind of forgotten hits, because this past weekend, as you mentioned earlier, my wedding was the crowd that went through the 90s, and that was big for them. And we could have played almost anything, so we played a couple of in essence, I'd call them the B-sides of some of those some of the hit songs. And it was great. And then as the night progressed, I had the guys who grew up in the 80s, and they were like into 80s rock. And so we took some of those songs from the 80s show that Brian and I did last week and played some of those. And they were like, "Oh my God, I haven't heard this. Oh, this is great." You guys gotta be prepared.
And I think as DJs, we need to remember too, as people that are getting older, the mid 50s to 60s, 80s, late 70s were big to them. It's not the 50s and 60s music anymore for 50 and 60-year-olds. As people get older, the times of music that they liked also goes with them.
Yeah, isn't that something? Yeah, since we've been in this long enough, we remember when oldies was the 50s, and now it's like oldies is like, can you play some Culture Club? We want some oldies.
Yeah, that really gets me when you have these radio stations. They're like 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and today. It's like, holy cow, man! How much more of this list is going to be?
Good stuff. Okay, so we were at 16. Let's jump up. What do we got at 15?
15. Now That We Found Love, Heavy D.
Heavy D, a classic tune.
Yes. If you remember that song, if you remember the, I have it written down here. Where do I have it? Oh, the movie Hitch. It was used in a line dance song at the end, and that's when the main character, I forgot his name, he split his pants around the dance floor. He did the split his pants, and but that is a great song, especially for line dancing. When he passed away, I played it like almost every wedding, it seemed.
Mm-hmm.
When he passed away,
I
played it off and on when he was around, but after he passed away that year, I played it all the time, and I still play it.
Yeah, it's one of the songs that I think. What year did that come out? Do you have that, Ron?
Let me see here. I believe it was like 90, 93. I don't have it on here.
Yeah, it's saying early 2000s here, but that's
Oh no,
it's that was way before that.
Yeah, I'd have to. Let me see here.
No, we're going to. The reason I'm saying it because I know this was one of those songs that this would be in the bar when I was teaching our DJs to play the bar. This was one of those songs that would be played. I would try to aim to have a song like this at the top of the hour because I did
91.
91. There we go.
Yeah, sounds right.
That would have been because then we were through 93, but late 90s. That this was a top of the hour song, and the reason I referred to it as a top of the hour song is I want something that's got a beat that's up, it's moving, and it's something you build up to this moving song that goes over the top of the hour. You try to basically keep it really moving from 10 to the hour to 10 after the hour, so you don't give them a chance to go like this.
Yeah.
And this was one of those songs that could anchor a set because it was popular enough, but yet it wasn't something that was a really heavy rap song that would have turned away some of the older people at the 50-year-olds in the 90s. It had enough appeal.
Oh, definitely. It had that clubby kind of beat to it, the whole when the whole 90s acid house thing kind of came out, it was like the in between kind of track where it kind of bridged things together.
Yeah, good tune.
Great stuff.
Like that tune. Okay, we're up to what now? 14?
14. Return to the Mack, Mark Morrison.
See, now I've not had a ton of luck with that song.
Okay.
Where do you put it? How do you mix it in? Maybe that's just it. Maybe I'm not setting it up properly.
Well, for me, I play that one. I would do more private parties, bars. I don't play too much at weddings, but that's tune right there. I'll play the longer version to like start my night off. Kind of like graduate into the night, or I may play that one later on towards the night. It is one of those songs where sometimes you get a lot of dancers and other ones are just vibing to the song. Yeah,
and that's what I guess I've referred to those more as like butt dancers that are sitting in their chair and doing. And it's a great song, but it's like they just don't move to it, and yet you have people requesting it. I remember that. One of those tunes. It's got its spot and it's got its intentional spot. Whether you want them to early in the night, get them kind of just grooving a little bit, or I suppose later in the night. And I was probably putting it in the wrong spot where I was actually wanting them to engage physically more than just butt dancing.
No, I've seen where this song, works. They'll do a circle and they'll like kind of like have a battle dance off of it. I've seen it before, but not really at a wedding, more of a private party or bar.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where I spent most of these songs are bar songs for me. Which doesn't make them bad by any means. That's a great spot. No. I enjoy.
And what I've told clients before where they felt like, oh man, I wish more people dance. I really don't have that type of family that dances a lot. But you always have those ones that do dance. In like a wedding. And I tell them, say, something. Sometimes people just want to sit back and enjoy the music.
Oh, for sure.
It happens, and that's sometimes just as good as people out there dancing and having a good. As long as they're having a good time, that's all that matters.
It really is, and I think that's what a lot of younger DJs just don't grasp. We're so we want that dance floor full. At a wedding, there were times at my wedding. It was a very small wedding on Saturday night that there were like 3 people on the dance floor, and they were probably 15 to 20 people because that's all that were left there. But they were there were a little group that was talking to the uncle who came down from Edmonton, and there was a group of the people who were over there talking to the bride and groom, and they were just enjoying their conversation, and they were kind of bebopping a little bit, and all of a sudden they'd sing the refrain of the song out, and they were just enjoying themselves. It was a good moment. They were connecting, making memories with their conversations and things, and yet if you were judging strictly by the dance floor, I was failing horribly because there were 3 people on the dance floor. So it's one of those things that, every event is really different, and judging it based on other things, you might be really disappointed.
Totally.
Cool.
Totally.
Okay.
All right, number
13.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah,
number 13. I Can't Wait. Nu-Shooz. Remember that one?
I do. Boy, oh boy, I'm trying to think of what format did I get that one on. Oh, I love that. That was one of those songs that when we what year did that come out? That had to have been in the
yeah, 86.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was in the late 80s when that came out.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
originally recorded in 84, but
it didn't.
then it got released in 86 though.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it didn't hit until later, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, had that.
And that song I play like at the beginning of my bar gig,
Mm-hmm.
or like when I also do the softball tournaments. I'll play that. It's just a kickoff song to kind of ease myself into what I'm going to play next.
Oh, for sure, and it's got that really, really, for those of us in the industry, we recognize the song because of that intro, because it's got a really unique intro. So it's something that you can't come out of a real dance set into it, but it's that tone setter. It's that, oh yeah, I remember this song.
Yeah, and again, the rink. This is stuff we played all the time at the rink, and the culture of around here from when we had the rink was, you heard this stuff on Saturday nights, you heard this on, the adult nights on Sunday nights, and these are some of these songs that gives that ha moment.
Exactly, and that's that, and I think Brian refers to that as surprising people, and that's really what we do with a lot of the things we do, because everybody can listen to streaming radio on Pandora and you can hear what exactly you want, but to go and take them on a ride, that's what we're here for.
Yeah, I think we get too used to what we play all the time, and it's good to take risks sometimes. And I learned that a long time ago, because when I started DJing more at the rink, we had to make sure the concession stand made money. Okay. There was a trick behind that, and I was like, why are we playing this? And the guy's like, there's a trick behind it. If you play songs that aren't real skatable or danceable, then they go spend more money at the concession. Well, same thing at the bar gig. If you play a song here and there that's not not real danceable, they can sing along to it, but yet that the bar area will make more money.
Exactly.
And then that makes the bar owner more happy.
Exactly, and we're getting back to that top of the hour thing. That's where we referred to that, and then our aim was generally to have it about 20 minutes after and about 20 minutes to the hour is to have that. We referred to it as the turd in the pool. That would somewhat clear your dance floor, but yet keep people engaged, but just clear the floor.
Yep.
And go buy a drink.
Yep.
That's what we were after.
Yep. Yep. And the bar owner's happy.
Exactly. They're making money. Good stuff. Okay, that was 13. We're up to 12.
This one is very interesting, and I played it on Saturday. I wish I would have got some video footage because I just couldn't believe how well this went, even at this bar gig that I did. No parking on the dance floor, Midnight Star.
Oh, wow. You are digging.
Yeah. Yeah. 1983.
Midnight Star had 2 or 3 big hits, I think, didn't they?
Yeah. Freakazoid, Electricity. Then Slow Jam was a slower one, of course. Yeah. Wet My Whistle. And there was another one, too. I'm trying to remember. But there's been a couple.
Yeah, exactly. But
Midas Touch.
There we go.
That's right what you're thinking of. But no parking on the dance floor. I played this right after Let's Groove by Earth, Wind, and Fire, and it was a hit.
Oh yeah, wow, that would be a nice segue.
Yeah,
kind of coming out of that, and neat, very cool, very cool. Let's keep going here. We got about 12 minutes here before the next crew.
Okay,
what do we got next?
Into the Groove, Madonna.
Classic Madonna, my favorite dancing Madonna song.
Yeah. I played Holiday for a very long time, for weddings, but I started playing Into the Groove, like one of the remix versions, and it was a hit.
Yeah, I like that one. Of course, some people like to do Vogue, and some people like to. I mean, of all of Madonna's music, I think I prefer the Holiday and Like a Virgin. Some of her very early stuff was probably my favorite of her music. But when it comes to getting a dance floor, that's it. That's the song you've got to do, because you can do so much with it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Number 10, Perculator, Cajmere.
Oh, there's another one. It's goodness gracious. I have
another circle dance, kind of battle dance, so to say. And then right after that, I mix it in, which is number 9, Work It, DJ Funk. A lot of, that was more of the Chicago house type stuff.
Yeah.
Which it works great. They do like the shake dance and stuff. So works pretty good. Number 9. Oh, no, that doesn't work. Okay. Number 8 would be Touch It, Monifah. Remember that one?
Great song. That came out. Now that had to have been in the early 90s, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, that was actually mid 90s.
Okay, I was going to say, because my very first time of hearing that song was we were in a club out in Las Vegas during one of the DJ conventions. And it was one of these late night, it was one of the after parties that they did out there. And we hadn't heard the song. And in here, the song comes on. It's like, hey, this is a really cool song. This is kind of neat. And then two gals who hire themselves out for things had one of my DJs there, and they basically did a DJ sandwich with him in the middle. And he kind of he was doing his thing, and he was going down, and next thing you know, he's got a face full of young lady in the front and a back, and they're basically grind. So yes, this song has been part of our lexicon as our DJ company forever.
Yeah, and it works. I mean, it's a great tune. Again, it's a later on in the night kind of song, but when they hear it, they like those late 90s R&B stuff. It's a great tune.
Yeah.
So
the song that I used with that coming or kind of mixed in with that is was it Old Dirty Bastard?
Oh yeah.
What is his song?
Baby, I Got Your Money.
Yep, Got Your Money. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Fits right in there. Same thing.
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
I'm gonna try that this weekend, actually. Now that you brought it up. Number 7 is And the Beat Goes On, The Whispers.
Ooh.
Yeah. It was 1980.
I was gonna say that's going back a little bit now. You've kind of pulled us back in time just a little bit.
Yep. That was a great tune, and it's another song that works if you have somebody that wants to hear disco. Now, disco, and I know Brian talked about this too before, I believe. We talked about disco, the disco as far as what people want to listen to from weddings to whatnot is the disco, like Earth, Wind and Fire, The Whispers, things like that.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's a great one to add in.
And it's definitely one that people know. So you're going to have that recognition factor. They won't know who sings this. I do know, but I know the song.
Yep. Number 6, Spring Love, Stevie B.
Oh, a Stevie.
Remember that one?
No, what was the other one that he had?
Postman's song.
Yeah, that was a slow song, and then maybe that was his fast one. I'm not remembering because I thought there was one fast one we played, and one slow one. What was it? What's the song again?
The Postman song.
No, the other one, the one that you mentioned.
Oh, Spring Love.
Spring Love. Gosh, I don't remember. I remember the CD. It had 2 tracks. That was on the label.
Yep. The I believe the record label was LMR. I think it was. It was his own record label. But this is kind of a cool track, especially old school, break dancers and things like that, like those types of songs.
I'll have to look that one up. Yeah, there's a few of these that I'm gonna have to look up now. That just to some of them I remember, kind of vaguely. Some of them, of course, remember fondly. That's one of them I'm definitely gonna have to check out here when we're done.
Yeah, a lot of Latino crowds, like Spring Love or Stevie B. A lot of the freestyle music from the '90s. It was huge.
Very cool, very cool. So what number are we up to?
Number 5.
Well, let's pause right here. Let's talk about, before we finish, because we got 5 more to do, and I want to take a couple of minutes here. Coming up here in, about a month, just a little more than a month, we got something cool happening. Give us the lowdown on the Midwest DJs event coming up.
Wow. Midwest DJs Live 8 is coming up April 11th and 12th this year, and it is going to be a blast. We have a great time. And I even have to go back one day before that because April 10th, we also have the bowling night that we have. It's just become a ritual, and we have a bunch of guys, set up gear, and DJ while other DJs are bowling. So it's a really cool event. Everybody gets like a half-hour slot, and they mix songs and have fun and bowl. We're gonna have all different types of stuff going on here. We're going to have a room with presentations, and then we're going to have a room with all vendors and such. And some of the seminars is going to be really cool. We got Monday, April 11th, we got Vicky Musni. She's going to be talking about Color Me Smart. And there's going to be a 1 and 2 part to that. It's going to be understanding basically, types of how to type, different types of ways to change yourself and others, and be smart how you apply knowledge to different, including your business and sales, marketing abilities, relationships, and team building. So, and we got Jeff Sanders. He's going to be coming in on Monday also. He's going to be talking about non-for-profit, how to make money off non-for-profit events.
Cool.
So, which is something we all get asked for.
Oh yeah.
Let's face it. Oh man, you want to help, you really do, but you also have your business to run, and you have to figure out what's going to work best for both. I guess, we got Jim Weiss coming in. He's going to be talking about making money with your video projector.
Oh yeah.
A lot of guys are doing it now. I've been doing it for a while, but he's going to show you the ins and outs of that, which is going to be really cool. Then at 4:30, the first day, Bill Herman is joining us.
Nice. We know him.
Yes. He is a great guy. He'll be speaking the importance of creating events for your clients and using basic theatrical principles, and we'll share one powerful component of his world traveled workshop, the entertainment experience. So that's going to be cool. So, and then we'll talk about the next day.
Yeah, keep going. Let's go. So what do you do that evening? Are you guys doing? So we got the bowling party Sunday night. Monday night, what do you got planned?
Monday night, there's nothing really planned yet. We kind of wanted to keep that open to see what others want to do. In past years, we've had the bowling night. Since we had the event Monday, Sunday night was kind of like the night. But since there is, leagues going on, we can't have it on a Monday. So we're going to, get together, hang out, have some good time, and see what happens.
Yeah, cool.
So then Tuesday, which is April 12th, Jim Crone is going to be presenting about the perfect host.
Jim Cerrone.
Sorry, apologize. He's going to be talking about perfect music programming, which is going to be really nice. He's going to be talking about how to, really fill your dance floor up and pick the right tunes for what's going to work best. Jake Palmer is going to be presenting on it's a conversation, not a confrontation. So it's going to be a very unique way, show you how to improve and find useful tips to getting out of the way of their own egos, and it's going to be some really, really good stuff he's going to have for us.
Yes, he's a very, very knowledgeable guy, and he tells a great story.
Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, there's some great stuff. This is really topping the one, right? Topping from our past events we've had.
Yeah.
Sam Fleming's presenting about future proof for DJs. Okay, he's going to be talking about technology, new formats, and have how DJs have pushed to change, how it's changed at times, and in a very crowded DJ market. He's also going to be talking about let's see here, music videos and other things. Mike Petraeus, which is one of our former board members. He's moved on, and he's actually owns a social media company, and he's going to be talking about social media, which is something we all need more knowledge of. We can never get enough of it, for sure.
Oh yeah, that's that.
And our last presenter of the day, which is Scott Smokin' Seals. He is a DJ out of Chicago, and he's going to be talking. He's going to give us the 4-in-1 on working with bar owners and promoters. So, and that's always been kind of a thing. A lot of with DJs and bars that, they can't find a way to make enough money in bars, or how to work better with the bar owners or the promoters.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, just what you and I've talked about, just are just a little bit of some of the thought and mentality behind helping the bars make money, yada yada. So digging into that and having more of a systematic presentation on that definitely would be well worth the time just to catch that.
Yeah, definitely.
Good stuff. If people want to find out more information, where can they go to check that out?
MidwestDJsLive.com.
Okay, I'm going to put that link in.
Yeah.
Midwest DJs Live. It was DJs plural, correct?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep, MidwestDJsLive.com. And we give you information for hotel information. We give you information of we got videos from our past years, photos, anything you need to know.
Cool. We've got to to hustle through our last 5 because we got
Sure.
5 left. Is after we're done here, gang. I'm gonna put a link in the comments area so you guys can grab that, and that's what the Arnaldo and Shani are over there tonight, and they're going to be doing a rant show. They've got some topics that they want to get off their chest. So we're gonna wrap up here, and I'll get you the links so you guys can pop over there. So we're up to number 5. What do you got for us?
Let It Whip, Dazz Band.
You are going back in time.
Oh man, this was always such a cool track.
Oh yeah,
it was fun. Still is. I mean, I remember listening to this when I was a kid. I had the 45. I used to have to put the little yellow adapter in the, because I always lost the bigger adapter. So I just had to put the yellow, the makeshift thing. And just stuff like that. I remember back in '83.
Yeah, that was an oldie but a goodie.
Yeah,
cool,
yep.
Good stuff. Number 4.
A Lover's Holiday, Change.
Ooh, now this one I'm gonna have to check up. Give me an idea. Where does it use it? What does it connect with?
A Lover's Holiday, Change. This track is really good for a line dance. I play this a lot for weddings that want R&B music. It's a great tune again for like the what I say, the line, line dance, the Soul Train line.
Soul Train line. Yeah, that's what I figured you were referring to. Yeah.
I went blank. Yeah, Soul Train line. It's a great tune for that, especially if you want to do a couple songs back to back. That's a nice tune to throw in there.
Cool. I'll definitely have to check that out.
Yep, and we'll get through these couple here. Number 3, Walk It Out by Unk.
Now you've jumped forward. Now you're getting to something that was going to appeal to. Let's see, Unk came out what year? It came out like 5 years ago?
2006.
6? Was it that long ago? 10 years ago. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because I remember playing this at the middle school. In the middle school dances, they loved it. They still love it.
Oh yeah, they do. I had a request for it a couple of times this fall already, or this past. So yeah, that's going to be one of those songs that's going to be that one that you'll be kind of surprising that generation when they're getting married to be like, oh, I remember that song. We used to do this in junior high.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
They'll be back with it.
So again, a lot of these songs I listed weren't by year, but I wanted to jump around anyway.
Yeah.
But another good one, I played this on Saturday as my first song, and they're kind of like, oh wow, I remember this song, and that's "Easy Lover" by Phil Collins and Phillip Bailey.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. I'm into this huge Phil Collins Phil Collins kick right now, and I don't know why. But so anything Phil Collins is really popular while I'm working during the day. So, and that was a great tune.
Yeah. And I had a redrum. I played a redrum of this. I believe the remix artist is True Flex. I think it's True Flex.
Ooh, that'd be interesting.
But it had a more heavier bass line to it. And of course the intro and outro were longer so you could mix to it.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. I'll have to make some notes of which version that was. I'd love to check that out.
Yeah, definitely.
Good stuff.
But it's, can't go wrong with Phillip Bailey either.
No.
A
couple of very talented musicians there.
Yes. Okay. Number 1, and then I just have a couple others. That's it. I got
honorable mentions. We'll do Brian.
More.
Let's do the honorable mentions before you do the number 1. So let's go that route.
Okay. Honorable mentions number 1 is Ain't No Stopping Us Now by McFadden and Whitehead.
I've heard that one. I bet I don't think I've ever played it.
1979.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played it.
If somebody asks for disco,
this
is disco.
This
is one of my go-to songs.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to revisit that.
And if you have, I'm sure you've had Ultimix.
Yeah.
Before, it's in your Ultimix. It's got to be. And there's a version on there I always play all the time. It's got some longer intro to it, and then like the mid section's a great spot to bring a song in.
Yeah.
Next one is "Don't Stop the Rock" by Freestyle.
Now that one I'm not familiar with.
that's a song, one of those, you got a couple of those guys that like to break dance, a little bit older, they think they can do the worm or do the helicopter out on the floor.
I know. I like how you said it. They think they can.
Yeah. And everyone's like, whoa. Another fun track that I like to play is Rump Shaker by Rex and Effects.
There's another one that was huge for a few years, and then it went.
Yep.
But a great flashback song.
Yep. And then it comes back again. It's just funny how that stuff happens. Then the last one for those is Motown Philly Boyz II Men.
Cool.
They sing along to it and they dance to it.
Exactly. Great tune. Fits in. When you mentioned Toni, I was going to the Boyz II Men was another one that kind of really fit into that time frame, that mentality, and I was going to bring that up, but it's like, he might have that in his jams as one of the songs. I guess what?
Yeah, and the whole New Jack Swing thing that came out, like 88, I think it was 88 to about maybe a little bit into late 90s. It's hot right now. It's still good stuff.
Oh yeah, and
it's danceable, it's mixable, it's fun.
Cool.
And then my number one.
So this is our number one song of the night. And these were
is the time.
Order. The time.
Jungle Love.
Classic tune. Classic tune.
That is forgotten. Let me tell you. And I played it once in a while to see what's going to happen. They do the OEO dance, and I'll get a couple people doing that. Once I get that, then others are following along.
Oh, exactly.
But it's not for everybody, no. It's definitely a track to play.
Oh, definitely. If you get into a wedding and you do a Prince song and it goes over, especially an earlier Prince song, you can this is going to work. This should be able to pull right out of that. Kind of fits into that whole world and such. Cool. Cool stuff. Good list.
All righty.
Good list. You'll have to send me the list because we've got people that are asking for it, and we'll put that in. Paste that into the description below, gang. We'll do that in a little bit here when we get back. When I get back from that, so Ron, you can send that over to us. But hey, great stuff. I think I've got the link here. I'm going to put that in the chat. That's the link to Arnaldo and Shaney. They're going to be talking here in just a couple of minutes, so you guys can pop over there. Ron, thank you much for your time. It's a great list, and I appreciate you being on with us tonight. And I'm looking forward to, a little over a month to come over and see you guys over. And this is going to be happening cool. Where again?
It's going to be happening at the Crown Plaza in Milwaukee.
So we'll be coming over, and and baseball will be in progress. It'll be a great time.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time, and again, I'd love to do a part 2 to this sometime, so let me know.
Yeah, I think we definitely should do that because this went by way too quick.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions or anything, please put those in the comments, but put those in the comments below after this video is finished, because if you put them in now, we won't get to see them, and they'll be kind of lost for about 4 or 5 days, and we don't want to be losing anything. So if you have a question or anything, you can either send it to us directly or, again, put it in the comment section after this video. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. The link is in the comments that are the live comments right now for those of you watching. Otherwise, if you pop out to Arnaldo's YouTube channel, DJ Crazy Ace, you'll be able to find their live chat going on right now. So, Ron, thank you much for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
This is John Young with the Disc Jockey News and Disc Jockey News TV. Thanks for watching. Good night.
Bye.